Back at it again, baby, and we got another one with Ami Horowitz. Let's dive in.
We need to recognize our privilege and practice humility.
The concept of white privilege has become an important...
We need to recognize our privilege and... Huh? Say that again?
We need to recognize our privilege and practice humility.
The concept of white privilege has become an important bulwark of the Democratic Party's ideology and was discussed in nearly every Democratic debate. I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm in Kansas City at a white privilege conference. What is white privilege, you may ask? I don't know.
That was legitimately going to be my next question. What even is it? What is the technical definition of white privilege? Please tell me. I need to know.
Find out. This white privilege conference had over 1,000 attendees, many of them educators. Do you think that it's fair to say all white people in this country have white privilege?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Do all white people have white privilege?
Yes.
I feel myself having it every day.
The country is founded on white supremacy, and that persists today.
Hyper aware, feel super guilty all the time.
But that white people in this country generally are prejudiced?
I'd go further and say we're all racist.
Is it fair to say that all white people...
Whoa. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and I'll tell you why. Because I always like to put myself in other people's position. And if I were put in that gentleman's position that we just saw, there's no way that I'm saying that all people that look like me are... I'm not... How am I... Explain to me how I've been... Oh, man, I said the R word. I'm going to have to bleep that out. How have I been the R word? This is ridiculous. Are there certain situations and circumstances that may arise where a white person may have some privilege? Yeah, sure, because there's the R word out there, in certain places, but it's not prevalent. If I walk down to the local cafe, if me and a white person are in there, it's not like they get any privilege over me. The prevalence with which the R word exists, I feel like is way overstated.
That persists today.
Hyper aware, feel super guilty all the time.
But that white people in this country...
And there's absolutely no way I'm walking around feeling guilty for somebody else. Nope, not happening. For what? Because I just happen to be of a certain race? I should feel guilty because some people in my past did some stuff that they shouldn't have done? I should feel guilty for that? Absolutely not. Because my grandpa did something, I didn't do it, so why should I feel guilty? That's just my perspective. Y'all let me know how you feel, though.
Country generally are prejudiced?
I'd go further and say we're all racist.
Is it fair to say that all white people are racist throughout the country?
Yes, absolutely.
Not just the South?
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it's okay to be like, oh, all white people do this, or white people are X, and especially in a negative light.
Is it wrong to judge people collectively?
Yes.
Is it wrong to judge people collectively?
It's wrong to judge everyone collectively,
Duh.
That's literally what they just did.
Yeah, absolutely. No one's a monolith.
That's wrong to judge people collectively, right?
To judge people? Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously.
That's what they all just did. They judged all white people collectively.
Tell me about some of the white privileges that you have encountered over the past, let's say today.
You're talking about me as a white man today?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I could give you examples.
Not really today, but maybe. Sorry, I'm not good at thinking.
Like today, what white privilege have you come across?
I sat in my room until 12:30 this morning.
So what are some of the white privilege things you came across, let's say today?
Today?
Yeah.
I mean, just being in the world.
Is it fair to say that...
Can we get an instant replay, please?
What are some of the white privilege things you came across, let's say today?
Today?
Yeah.
I mean, just being in the world.
Is it fair to say...
Just the fact that you exist, I think that's just called being alive. We all have that privilege, if you're watching this at least. And I love that he made them really stop and think about what exactly it was that they were saying. Because a lot of people say stuff and they cannot back it up. We've watched that in several videos now. Give me an example. And it's crickets. It's absolute silence. People just like to, R word, this word, that word, privilege. Give me an example. Just of today. You know, you don't even have to like really think that hard. Just from today. Oh. Well, that's interesting. You talk about its prevalence and how it's everywhere and that, you know, you should all feel guilty, but you can't even give me one example? Interessante. Maybe it's not as prevalent as you would like to think, huh? Okay. Just an observation. Just an observation.
That on a daily basis, black people around this country face obstacles because of white privilege.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
White supremacy as an institution punishes black folk in a way. Daily. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every day.
How? Give me an example. Give me one way in through which I've been punished. Please tell me on a daily basis. Please let me know. Maybe there is something and I'm just not aware of it because I live under a rock. Just let me know. Just one. Please type it in the comment section.
How black people are consumed with this day to day, they deal with this issue day to day.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I think that's just so obvious that if you're not admitting that, you're blinding yourself to reality.
Are you a professor?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense now.
You know, in fact.
Oh. And these are the people that are teaching individuals. Oh, man. We in trouble. Teaching them oneness BS with zero proof. Give me one example. It's crickets. Goodness gracious. Let me stop.
When we go to the airport, I walk with her. My wife's black, so I'll have my hand on her so that people see that I'm with her. I extend my white privilege over to her.
Now I'm here in Harlem in front of the Jackie Robinson Housing Projects to ask residents what they think of white privilege. Do you know what the concept of white privilege is?
The concept of white privileges.
Yeah. Ever hear that?
I've heard of it, but I don't think about it.
When you wake up in the morning, do you immediately think about and are consumed with the idea of white privilege?
No.
You don't think about that all day long, every day? No?
No, I'm not consumed with it at all.
I teach students I'm not consuming anything except for runny noses and pencils.
My mom didn't raise me to...
Now that's a good teacher right there. Run that back. Can we get an instant replay?
Consuming anything except for runny noses and pencils.
Not consuming anything except for runny noses and pencils. Give them a tissue and a pencil so they can write down the lesson that is being taught that day. Not, you know, this BS about privilege and yard word and bedroom stuff that they should be learning about at a young age. That's a great teacher right there. Bless her.
Mom didn't raise me to view color as the object of anything.
Do you wake up every day thinking, I am not going to succeed today because of white privilege?
No, obviously not. You see, I'm my own businessman.
Would you even think it's damaging to tell your kids and teach your kids, if you're a black kid, that you're not going to succeed in life because you have
Of course.
privilege?
Of course. It makes them think, okay, well, I'm going to be nothing. If I want to be a doctor, I can't even do that anymore. It gives them no hope.
Color ain't stopped nothing. I mean...
Somebody, oh man, I'm so glad somebody is finally saying it. They're actually doing more harm than good at this point. You're taking away people's hope. Sheesh Louise, tell them again, please.
Of course. It makes them think, okay, well, I'm going to be nothing. If I want to be a doctor, I can't even do that anymore. It gives them no hope.
Color ain't stopped nothing. I mean, it's a myth. It's America. If you're willing to put forth an effort, you'll do what you got to do. I got kids in here, man, that's lawyers, doctors, that they grew up out of this building.
I know it sounds cliche, but I can accomplish anything.
If you let something stop you, then that's you. Me, I ain't let nothing stop me.
My daughter is graduating at the top of her class.
I'll say to them, how many black people do you know?
Do you think that sometimes white people just kind of shut up a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. That white people should definitely shut up.
We white Americans need to do a better job of listening when African Americans talk.
This stuff is just absolutely ridiculous. Can't even give one example of it. You go out and you actually speak to black folks and it's non-existent. And I feel like the R word is like a scab, and people keep peeling off the scab. Every year, especially around election time, they peel the scab off. It's done in different ways. It's not necessarily the R word all the time. Sometimes it's the privilege thing. And it's just like, well, just let it heal. Just stop talking about it. I think Morgan Freeman touched on that. Somebody asked him, how do we get rid of the R word? And he said, stop talking about it. Leave it alone. Let it die. But anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button. That's right up over there before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.